And welcome to Everything is Content. I am Marisha Ray, and I am thrilled to be joined by the lovely, the exuberant, the incredible, the luxurious.
Keep going.
Babs Tarr.
That's me.
AKA at Babs Draws on
Instagram
everything.
and Twitter. Yeah, everything.
Instagram and Twitter.
Yep.
And we have a very special Everything is Content today, where Babs is going to attempt, and if she does not succeed, it will be on me.
It will
I
be
just
on
want
me.
to put
That would make me a bad teacher.
No, that would make me a terrible student.
All right,
We're too humble for this.
We'll see how it
anyway,
goes.
she is going to teach me how to draw a bust of Beau.
Yes.
And of course, the official art done by our wonderful artist, Ariana Orner, whom we love so much. But we're going to do a little bit of a Babs spin on it today.
Yeah, that's very beautifully rendered. She's obviously very talented.
Yeah, she's been doing
level
this clearly
100. That's
for
level 60.
a while. Yes.
We're rolling.
I'm level 1.
We're level 1 today.
I've got basic stats,
yeah.
no bonuses.
Yeah. So that also means for you guys at home, like, if you want to try to get a piece of paper, computer paper,
draw
your
with
own,
me.
like, Marisha's no formal training. So
None.
this is I'm gonna teach her some starter stuff, and then I'm gonna do maybe some advanced stuff over here if we have time or how it goes or whatever.
Yeah, which I'm super excited to see. Babs keeps just whipping things up quickly around me, and it feels like I'm living in a Disney film and things are just appearing around me in real life. So yeah, Babs has a super fancy art tablet over here, and she has that badass, sexy piece of Beau.
Yeah. I just, a little reference. If you're drawing something, you always want a reference photo to use as a guide, but not completely copy. So we're going to do our own version.
Okay.
And I have my drawing queued up too, so I could possibly even color this Beau or whatever. I might sketch a new one because that's always more exciting to see.
Yeah. So you have the fancy schmancy, but I'm going to be going old school with good old pad and paper.
So the reason I made you do this is because I wanted everyone to be able to start. I feel like if we both had these two machines, it would be very intimidating because it's like, I don't have those tools. I can't be as good as that. And that's not true. Everybody starts out.
Yeah, somewhere.
You can
and
do
that
it
is definitely
with just this.
Scary. That is an expensive piece of equipment. And I've got a Bic.
Pencil, not razor.
And not a lighter, although we're about to burn up this art piece. Thanks, Steve. If Steve is approving of that. Hashtag not sponsored by Bic. Yes. So, okay, here's my question.
Yeah.
Why a mechanical pencil and not a regular pencil? Or I guess you could have a regular pencil.
You can have a regular one. I feel like for me, sometimes when I get those fancy art pencils, you press down too hard and it's hard to erase. So for you, I'm gonna just start you out with something that can't do too much damage because it's small tip, and also everybody has these at home. These are the packs of 8 that you can buy for school or whatever. So, and I use that. That's one of my go-to tools. So when I'm in my sketchbook. So I wanted to give you something that, is around for everybody's house.
Now, a quick Babs backstory download for those who do not know who Babs is, although I hope everyone does. But you're an amazing comic book artist.
Yeah.
But I feel I first came to know you from the new Batgirl.
Yes.
And Talus and I absolutely fell in love with you immediately as huge Batgirl fans, and we're like, who this girl?
Yeah, yeah.
So what else have you done? How can people recognize you?
That's the main thing. When I got Batgirl, I was working as a 2D game artist in San Francisco, and on top of getting that gig, Hasbro was talking to me about doing My Little Pony fashion designs and Littlest Pet Shop Blythe outfits. Yeah, so
that's amazing.
So before I had both those offers around the same time, and I was like, and Batgirl was like kind of an almost thing. So I was like, to Hasbro, I was like, so to Batgirl, I was like, if we get going, if we get this gig, like when would I need to get started?
Could we like just date a little bit casually before I commit to you?
It's kind of, yeah. So like I was like, when would we need to start? And they were like 2 months. I was like, cool. And I called up Hasbro. I was like, yeah, I can come out for 2 months. So I just filled in my gap of time. So Hasbro like put me up in a hotel in Pawtucket, Rhode Island.
Pawtucket!
And I lived in a hotel for 2 weeks, which was so wild. But I got to like be in house with them. And then the Batgirl announcement happened where I was working there, like as a freelancer, like full time kind of. And I was like doing interviews talking about Batgirl, and I did my first cover in the comic like in the hotel in like Rhode Island. And I was like subletting my place in San Francisco, and then that ended and I came back home and I was like on Batgirl. Yeah, so and we redid her costume, and that kind of skyrocketed my career. So like people kind of knew me for that Sailor Moon piece with all the bikes. I like did this biker. Cue it up. Somebody cue it up.
We can Google it.
Google it.
We'll tweet it.
I love just doing that, and no one is there to do it. It's my favorite.
We had a group of our friends cosplay.
Really?
Off of that reference and did the biker gang Sailor Moon.
There's been a lot of cosplays, and I'll tell you what, it doesn't get old. So keep doing it, guys. I love it.
It's badass.
So yeah, that's kind of my career. Batgirl kind of skyrocketed it, and I'm on a new comic right now called Motor Crush, and it's with Image Comics, and it's like we own the story, and it's like badass biker ladies.
So awesome.
You should definitely check that one out.
You definitely have a knack for badass ladies.
Yeah.
That is for sure.
I try to draw stuff where it's like they feel sexy but not sexualized, and like the ladies have the power versus I feel like is a hard thing for some male artists to achieve.
Wrap around,
it's not, doesn't feel like it's for them.
Completely a male fantasy.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
So that's always kind of my goal.
Yeah, and I mean, her Instagram is amazing, by the way, if you do not follow her.
Babs Draws.
Yeah, it's great. At Babs Draws. And I mean, your Beau piece that you have that you were going to be inking.
Well, you guys probably saw it already a bunch.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, it's just
one.
so
this is a commission
good.
Someone requested. I was like, people need to give me Critical Role commissions. Like, so I got this one, and I got a really cool jester. And I was like, well, I want her to have that day-old makeup. Which is like when you were describing your character, I was like, that's such a good, like I love, that tells me so much about her. Yeah, right. Do you know what I mean? Like costuming guy, like, and I was touching base with Marisha about that. Like, we're gonna learn to draw, and then I'll probably talk more about concept and like, saying something like that. She's kind of messy. She's not organized. She doesn't give a shit. Like that sentence told me so much about what your character is, and that's what when you're drawing your own D&D character, maybe you can think about things like that. Like if that's her attitude, like what how'd she get there?
How would that translate? Yeah.
So
I love that.
I was just like, day-old makeup. I know exactly who this bitch is.
Yeah, you wake up and you're like, it's fine.
It's fine.
I'll wipe whatever's fallen off a little bit. Just put a little bit more foundation and
it's blended. It's
fine.
shadow.
Exactly. It's smoky eye.
Yeah, smoky eye.
It's great.
So
okay.
You want to learn some stuff?
I so want to learn some stuff. Okay, now you said something super fascinating before we started about, I mean, we have these awesome pads of paper and these sketchbooks, but you were saying that even just starting with crappy computer paper, you don't feel as committed.
Yeah, I was trying to, they wouldn't let me do it, but I was trying to only allow you to have like computer paper and like a big pen and that pencil. Like that was gonna be your starter tools. Because that's all you need, this is like, it's nice to have, but you don't need it to get started. And I find that when I have a fancy thing like this, like I get too precious with it and I don't feel as playful, and like I can make mistakes, and it's just a computer paper. It's cheap. There's a million of them for I don't know $10 or I don't know what computer paper costs.
500, and you're just like whatever.
Just boom, boom, boom. Who cares? And that was kind of what I was. So if you're at home, grab some computer paper. Get this shitty Bic pen. But I mean,
And join me. Feel free to
mechanical
tweet at
pencil.
us.
And let's draw.
Okay, so we're gonna start with, oh man, let's draw. We're gonna start with just a bust of Beau.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a head. I'm gonna break down a head, basic head for
Okay,
you.
yeah.
So, I'm gonna just take some of these off, because what was I thinking?
But they're so pretty.
They are pretty. I'll leave these ones on. Okay, so a circle. Basically, geometry is how my brain, and everybody works a little bit differently, but geometry is like how my brain breaks down shapes. So like a basic head is basically a circle, and then
And that's pretty circular.
it's pretty circular, and then
That's
you
definitely
want to
not a
find
head
the
yet.
middle and this number, and then we're not quite a head shape. Like our heads are kind of oval. This is like basic generic person. So you want to add like a chin, and you want to like bring it down to that middle line. So this is going to be straight on.
Okay.
Did I lose you?
No, I'm super into it. So straight on.
Straight on. So you try to do a little.
How
get
did
here.
you know? Because I feel like whenever I try to draw something, I start somewhere and then I realize that the person is turning up like this big in the corner. How did you know like that's a
dead
good
center?
size?
Well,
Or just how do you start with that size circle?
you don't have to start with this. Do a small one if it's less intimidating
Just
to do
any
a
size circle.
Any size
Okay.
circle.
Okay.
But a little bit bigger so the people at home can see,
A
maybe.
little bit bigger. Okay.
Is this in your way? I can move it back in the frame.
No, it's great. I'm just okay. I might be
Are you
geometrically.
guys practicing? Get this down and we'll
Get
all
this.
draw together. I'm going to teach you the rules, and then whenever you have to draw a face, you're going to automatically
Be like, oh,
automatically
this
know.
is how I draw a face.
Oh my gosh, you know what? I kind of want you to do for me maybe though.
What?
Will
I'm
you
into
just
it.
will you just draw her, just try to draw her on your own before I teach you? Just real
Just
quick.
bow in general?
Yeah,
Okay.
just do a little
Yeah.
bow right
Just over
below your nice circle
here.
you just did.
Was that a good circle though? Should I start on a different page and leave this circle? So then I'm gonna.
Oh, do the scrap one over here.
Oh yeah. Speaking of computer paper.
That's our scrap.
Okay. If I were to okay.
So I want to see your skill level, and then like I do this with little kids too. Not that you're a little kid.
No, I'm into it.
But when
Talk to me like a 9-year-old.
So-
I love it.
when hang out with my nephews who are like 10 and 7, they'll be drawing, and then they'll show me their drawing, and I'll be like, that's great. Like, let me just like show you a little bit how to break that
Just
down.
little tips and tricks.
And then immediately after I show them, their drawing
They're
is
like,
like 10 times better. Because everybody starts out as an artist, and then you get it beaten out
Just
of
go.
you.
Yeah.
Some people just stop, and like I never stop.
It's so true. I mean,
so true.
we feel the same way just about Dungeons and Dragons in general.
Oh, that's so true. Anything,
Because
yeah,
you're just
that's
playing
anything.
make believe, and
Everybody
then
starts out at level
everyone
1.
played make believe when they were a kid, and then eventually society was
so
like,
true.
just stop.
That's dumb. Yeah.
And that's not adult like.
Yeah.
But that's all D&D is.
Yeah.
We're not playing house or school, or superheroes, but we're basically playing superheroes.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
So
So okay, I took art in high school. You know, they called it a money course, and I was like, but I enjoy it.
Okay.
And our art teacher was super sweet. So I remember like the basic, kind of cross goodness, but like that's kind of all I have to go off of. And then I feel like I would always start with eyes.
yeah, eyes are a good spot.
And then, get a little bit there. I'm gonna try and go, look, she's already lopsided in her eyeball.
But you did the cross. How could that
But
be?
I did the cross. And then from there, I would always try and do a little bit of a hairline. Oh man, this is already getting rough, Babs.
It's okay. I'm gonna teach you how to do this in 10 seconds, and I'm gonna really help you. I just want everyone.
This is so bad.
Wait till you see the transformation that happens. I might be getting a little cocky here, but I'm pretty sure I can fix this.
I'm into it. So, and then, from there, you would just do a little bit of a nose situation.
Okay, I've seen enough.
And then you give her some
bow
hair.
Stuff. Add some bow, some specific
Some bow.
things.
Okay, some bow
already too
things.
much
So here's her nose ring.
Yeah.
That's good. This isn't good hair for Beau. That's not Beau hair. That was just me being dumb.
Those are happy accidents.
Just like Bob Ross
Yeah.
would say. Okay, so she has like a few bangs. That's fun. And then she's got a bouffant, apparently.
Nailing this.
And she's got
great.
Awesome, like shaved undercut.
All right.
And then okay.
All right, we're done with that. Okay,
She's
I'm gonna
good.
teach you how to do it good now. Okay, but we're gonna compare that with the finished drawing tonight.
Okay.
And it's gonna be really fun.
Super into it.
So do your little cross in the circle.
So and this is you're just going right down the middle.
Down the middle and then from the top and then to the side.
No curvies or anything.
Yeah, this is just gonna be a guide. It's like that line you're doing right now is gonna be where the eyeballs are, which was what you kind of had remembered, which is really cool. That's very
I
interesting.
got that far.
And then add your little chin situation.
Okay.
Over there.
And you said, now is there
There's just 1, 2, 1, 2.
one?
That looks so good already.
Does it? Okay.
And then pinch it in the middle.
Pinch it in the middle.
Look at you, Marisha.
I'm a good teacher.
Yeah,
like that.
Perfect.
Kind of. I mean,
Nailed
she's got.
it.
Okay.
So this is like cheekbones, right?
Sure. Just
Yeah. So
Good
this is a little
contouring.
longer, but that's okay.
Yeah, I guess I am a little
good, it's good.
lopsided. Okay.
So that might make the eyeballs a little too high where we have it right now. So like instead of redrawing that or erasing it,
Okay.
I would just like be like, we're just gonna bring those eyeballs down here. And then that can be where
I
eyebrows
see,
are.
because you're like, okay, yeah, I did. She's got a very long chin
It's a long
here.
chin. Yeah, and that's what you go as you draw, like kind of like reevaluate. Be like, oh, I did that step. What does that look? Does that feel? What does that feel? That feels a little big.
Yeah, does that feel like her nose is going to be a mile away
Yeah.
from her eyeballs?
Like
She's got a little crazy eye
mine
going.
even feels like I could lower mine too. So I'm gonna give you that back, and I'll do some more basics. So.
Okay.
I'll do the same. I'm gonna just lower her eyeballs
Just
because I
lower.
feel like I'm drawing at this weird angle and it might have stretched it out. So your ears, here's your mouth too. So this circle dip I kind of use as a guide for like your face. So like
Okay.
I like to think of like you have a circle inside your head and then the chin like sits on top. So like if this was a side view, that would be like your chin, right?
Yeah.
And this is your nose and your eye and your mouth. So like there's your
That's
face.
cool.
So like if that helps you, like a side view of like what I'm thinking.
Right.
So think about everything in like like your face and limbs. It's like geometry. So circle, little triangle. So what I do when I start is I'll do like, okay, an eyeball. So you want to try to find the middle of this and then kind of like, I don't do all this because this is so descriptive, but I'll do it really lightly for you. And then a nose, so it's kind of going to be down around here, and then like a mouth around here.
So now he kind of looks like a Cyberman.
This looks like a Star Wars character.
Yeah,
maybe.
definitely a little Star Wars character. So here's my question. We know my chin is a little long. Is it like worth me adjusting, or should I just commit
That's what
for
I did
now?
with the eyeball.
Okay.
See how I moved the eyeballs
Balls
about
down.
as long as how much longer you made the chin. So just make this is your new crosshair. And who gives
And
a
will
shit?
we
It's
like
drawing.
adjust?
Yeah.
Will we adjust going forward?
So like your eyes are the center of your head. It's like if you measure the distance between your chin and your eyes and your chin and your forehead, it's about the same.
the same. Which is
So-
like kind of crazy to think, because I feel like when you think about people, they're
Your eyes are toward the top, right?
Yeah.
No.
But there's still a lot going on.
I mean, some people maybe their proportions are different.
Right.
But we're going with generic,
just generic
human.
Okay.
But like I said, like say that you're measuring with this pin cap.
Yeah.
See?
That's
Did I just break your brain right there?
kind of.
And I eyeballed where that center is. So like I adjusted mine too. See? I moved it down because I was like, ooh, that's a little high. And this will become second nature the more you practice it. But eyeballs in the middle. And then I'm gonna blow through really quick.
Yeah.
Your eyes, if you run your fingers over to your ears, it's where your ears connect. And then the center of your eyes, if you roll them down, it's like where your smile is. So it's all broken down already. Your face is already telling you all the rules you need to know. So if you forget these, you guys just feel around. And then when you smile, it's like the bottom of your ears. So now you know where to put your eyes, where to put your ears, where to put your mouth. And then you just put the nose somewhere around there. Right? It's like, it's all mapped out. The answers are right in the mirror. That's why you'll see animators with like, their mirrors in front so they can do all this stuff and they can just copy it.
Looking for the answers in the mirror.
That's right. Okay. So ears, I'm just gonna pop them in real quick. And like my natural style is a little more anime, but you guys can find tutorials to do like regular human heads and stuff, but I'm just going with my whatever.
Your style.
And
jam.
then your neck is kind of like where your eyeballs, so like the center of the eyeball, so I'll put the neck kind of like, but if you're doing a big burly dude, maybe his neck is as thick as a trunk and it's like, it's right behind his ear.
Right.
I don't think Beau is quite that buff yet, though.
No,
she's not at that level. Give her time. Okay, so that's your ears, and then the nose is somewhere in there, and then your smile can be at the bottom of your ears. So maybe that nose could go up a little bit. This is so horrifying, but we're gonna build details on top of this.
No, it's better than whatever this was.
Right? Like already.
So
even me instructing you.
Yeah.
Wait till we're done with this drawing. That's gonna be so funny. So
this definitely looks like I used this is for a pumpkin carving contest.
That looks like
it's like a
Beau's ghost or something. It's haunted. I hate it. All right, let's do.
Okay. So first the eyeballs.
Do some circles, just some light circles. Like kind of try to eyeball what's the middle space between the middle line and the edge of here.
Okay. So kind of.
Yeah, those are
kind of like
a little small.
The eyeball. Okay, yours are big.
Yeah, because what I'm gonna show you is our eyeballs are basically circles. And then your lids sit on top, and that's what makes the shape. So I'm just carving out, and then you'll know to do the lid, and that's the whole socket, and then the eyebrow kind of sits on top of the circle.
Holy shit.
So that's your eyeball.
Okay, so I was a little too beady.
She would have been very scary if we had built the eyeball on those circles. So you just kind of want to think kind of what's underneath the skin.
Rick and Morty character. Very quickly.
These would be the Rick and Morty pupils right here.
Yeah.
I was so distracted by that when that cartoon came out.
Yeah, they have interesting discussions. There's a few interviews on them talking about that being a stylistic choice. Okay,
yeah, sure. That's great.
That's great.
That's great. Horrifying so far, but we're gonna erase that away.
She's got a little bit. She's had a long Saturday night.
Yeah.
But she's good.
And then this is perfect for the nose, but let's make a line maybe underneath that, kind of eyeball where you did these
hits.
Is for we'll do the chin there, or the mouth there.
Mouth there. So kind of that area.
It's cute. Okay, and then plug in your ears because we know exactly where those go now. Right in between the middle of the eye and then kind of the top of your smile.
Down to There.
Are you guys practicing at home? Tweet us your drawings. I want to see.
Tweet us your drawings. Okay. Oh wait, that ear's a little droopy.
Yeah, see, so like this is also can be a measuring thing. So like you could be like, oh, that's maybe I did it too far or whatever.
Okay,
too far.
okay. Let's see here. Let's try this again. Okay, that's not too bad.
Not bad at all.
That's something.
Okay. It's great. No, it's great. I love it. So there's your basic skull. We just did a skull,
utter hesitation.
which is what's underneath your muscles and the skin and what makes up the face. And this is the basics you have to know. So let's see. We'll start building on top of that now. So.
Okay. I don't have a neck. Is that a problem?
Maybe do a neck real quick.
Okay.
Do you remember how to do a lady
Should I adjust
neck?
my chin? My chin feels so crooked.
Yeah, you do follow your heart.
Okay.
Did your heart tell you that's a janky chin?
What do you think?
It does.
So when you guys that's really good. You're critically looking at your drawing. See, I'm like, she's a starter. Like, I'm just gonna let that fly. But you,
That's a janky ass chin.
you assessed it, and congratulations, you noticed it.
I don't know.
That's great.
Better.
No, it's good. It's good.
It's slightly less
really is good.
lopsided. Okay.
I mean, I get real.
That's something.
I'm being nice right now, but when we get into the face and making it look pretty, we'll see how that goes. Okay, so, and the neck was like the end of your cheeks, right? So like, we'll do a neck like, yeah.
Because
You're even skinnier,
smiling,
so your neck is maybe smaller even,
but you know, Beau's been
she's working out.
Exactly. I feel like I remember in.
Marisha, look at that. Look what you did. That's a fucking face. Oh, can we not say the F word? What's the rules here?
Oh, are you kidding me? Have you watched Protocol
Okay,
Rules?
yes, okay.
No, you're
It's
good.
fine, we're fine then.
We're totally fine. No, it's a face.
I love it.
It feels like it still feels something like
It's scary.
might be featured in a horror film.
Yeah, but you already have horror monsters down.
That's true.
If you think about it that
You know when
way.
you go into like a real doll factory? Not saying that I've been in a real doll factory, but I imagine.
That's what they look like before their skin is put on. Yeah, that's probably correct.
Exactly.
Now add the teeth.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. That would be so scary. Don't do it. Okay. So I'm trying. So I'm gonna teach you style a little bit stylized because that's my default style. But at home, like if you want to just do a regular face, look up different tutorials or try to do more human, whatever, very detailed traditional drawing. Do whatever you want. But I'm gonna teach Marissa what I think is cool. So that's my style. So that's what she's gonna get.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna start out with eyeballs because it's kind of the windows to the soul. It's kind of like the focal point when you stare at someone. It's kind of always the place people want to start. So, Beau. Well, I guess I don't want to give you too much at once. I'm gonna do this top lid,
Okay.
and then this bottom lid, and we're gonna fix it along. So like I might not even do this perfect, but we're gonna look to the side because it's a little bit easier than drawing somebody straight on. That takes practice. So I'm gonna do.
Oh, she's giving like a little side-eye glance?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And we might build on that expression later.
See, I'm also feeling like my mouth is a little droopy.
But that's okay. We just want, that's
Okay.
your underdrawing. So like we're just feeling this
Sure.
out, and it's a clay. I know it feels very official because there's lines on the paper, but it's like clay, and we're gonna
Right.
massage it into place.
Cool,
So like
okay.
even this, like that's not really a Beau expression yet, but I'm gonna teach
But
you to do
you
a
know.
head.
Okay.
And then we'll see how much time we can add some sass to her, depending on how good you do.
Yeah,
Upcoming.
okay. I'll try to do good so I can get sassy.
So then maybe like a top lid and we'll see how this goes, but I'm gonna give you a little eyebrow. And maybe we'll do these new ones I'm doing on myself right now, which is just like, there's no dip, they just go straight. So I probably just did way too much, but why don't you start out with,
so just an upper
do
lid.
opposite than what? Yeah, so like,
Do
one of
the
these things that my friend taught me in college, she's an animation, and the people that do that for a living, like, you guys are amazing. I don't know if anyone even would bother watching my chicken scratch who actually animates, but because they have to draw good. They have to draw good a million times in a row.
and fast.
And at any angle, like moving, and
Yeah.
she would just do 2 lines to show where an eyeball is looking. You know what I mean? Like, and it would like be so expressive already, you know, because she would just like figure out where, and then like you can build on top of that. Like once you kind of know. So, but she would just start out with these like 2 lines. So like maybe you try that, like pick her looking one way, and then kind of like do the top lid.
Okay, so if we want her looking like
I would just
like
do to the
this
side.
way type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't you erase those creepy circles in the middle?
Circles. These the beady pupils.
Yeah,
the Sudafed pupils.
yeah, just get those out of there.
Okay. So.
And just think about the lid kind of on top of that
top of
eyeball.
So she's got kind of like a. I don't
Give
know.
me this for a second.
She
So like,
feels
it'd be
very.
more like this would be the size,
Yeah.
right? Like if you think about how an eyeball sits on an eye. So like.
Yeah, she's kind of like rolling her eyes right now. She's like.
And she's like, Jesus, this drawing really sucks. No, she's not. She thinks it's great. No, Beau would totally be like,
ooh, fuck you trying to kid. Piece of shit.
so I kind of drew on your drawing.
No, that's okay. So, okay, I'm into it.
But it helped, like, I even like that expression you have going on here more, because it's more bullshit. Yeah, Beau. It's more Beau, basically. Mine's like a sweet lady, so I'm gonna see if I can. So I'm just gonna fatten up my top lid and make it more like sleepy-eyed, hooded-eyed, and now she's just like, kind of.
That's pretty awesome. Okay, so now I come up from under here.
Yeah.
Oh man, she looks as tired as I feel.
Beau is always kind of tired,
She is
isn't
always
she?
kind of tired.
She's just like tired of
That's not at
everyone's
all
bullshit.
a reflection of real life.
So different. You're so different from her, Marisha.
Yep, me and Beau.
That's so great. Okay.
So wait, should I pull them like all the way?
No, I mean, whatever.
Almond shape.
See, like if that was me, I would just like, let's just pull that down like a little bottom lash. So like you don't have to draw every shape. So like,
Yeah. Yes.
and maybe give her some sweet eyebrows. So like we kind of already have a guide of where those eyebrows are gonna sit, because they're a little tall. You just put them wherever you think is. Follow your gut. What does your gut tell you?
So let's see. Maybe she like hasn't like tweezed a little bit, and they're like a little like floofy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I try to do some hairlines, because your eyebrows kind of like they're not as defined at the middle, and then they kind of get more defined on the end.
And then I don't know. Maybe they.
Yeah.
still
Oh,
come
so you're
down a
doing a
little
very
bit?
more traditional one with an arch. I like it.
Little arch. I don't know. And then let's try and mirror the side. So once again,
Those
a
are
little.
so scary. We're gonna tweeze those with the eraser soon. No, do it. Keep going. This is just cosmetic choices. Like she's
been
doing great.
on the road for a little bit. They've been on a fucking pirate ship, Babs. You tell me
What
if
maintenance? When did she have time to
when
do
exactly.
maintenance?
She's a barrel maker now. What am I doing? What are these eyebrows?
great.
Okay, and then sure.
I like it though. It's not too bad. That's just practice. Like you've got an idea going on.
Okay,
But
yes.
with practice, like that'll all come more natural.
everything is better than this.
My God.
Let's just keep this as a reminder at all times.
My God.
You know, actually, when I look at the monitor, this isn't too bad.
It's not
like,
that bad.
You know,
It's great.
that's, yeah. Okay.
I have to fix it. It's just.
Do it. Do it.
I can't, Marisha. I can't. Okay. Look, I left them a little hairy for you.
You did. I appreciate that.
It really hurt. Okay. So, let's see. That looks great. I'm gonna do a little nose. So like noses can be tricky because I think a lot of people put too much detail in them, and then it's just like freakish when they're sitting on top, and you're just like you're staring at it and not the rest of the face. So like,
and right,
I'm
the
gonna just
eyes are the
do
windows to the soul, not the nostrils.
eyes are the focal point, which is another
Yeah.
that's another thing when you're doing a piece. Like you kind of want to start with the focal point and work your way out, and that's kind of what we're doing right now. And that works for landscapes or whatever. Like light, where does the light lead the eye, and the composition and stuff, which is like a whole nother series. But we're just gonna do a head today. Whew. Okay.
So many things.
So many things. Art is complex, but it's actually just a bunch of rules. And like once you learn the rules, you can start bending them to your will and draw whatever you want eventually.
Right.
But you gotta learn the basics first.
You have to learn the rules to break them.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay. Like you do with Matt all the time.
You know me so well.
No, he never lets anything fly. Okay, what we all try to do
We
with
all
our
try,
D&D,
Yeah, we all
DMs
try.
all the time. So,
But what if?
but what if could I
Okay,
do?
but work with me here.
Okay, so but I know the rule book says this. But what if we just bent it a
But
little
it would
bit?
be cool, right?
So nostrils. So like I'll do a basic geometry. We'll go back to the geometry real quick.
Okay.
So like a triangle is kind of a good way to think of a nose. Everybody's nose is basically a triangle, and then you've got two nostrils, and then it kind of goes down the middle.
Okay.
And then if you want to get really crazy, and you can go to makeup tutorials and they'll teach you all this stuff, but you can do highlights and then this, and then you can just, that's a really scary nose, but that's, you just want to try with the triangle, like think of it as a triangle first, like while you're placing where the nostrils and stuff should go. I think thinking of what's going on underneath of your drawing helps translate what you're gonna like define and put on top, yeah. So this is like what I'm gonna try to have you do on this bow nose, is this one right here. Sometimes I'll do, like my style is very much, I'll pick one side of the face and I'll draw this side of the nose and then have it sit like that. But that's a little advanced and I don't trust you to do that yet.
I wouldn't trust me either.
But if I were, like, what I just did was I took the line from this, and this is a stylistic choice. Like, once you learn these rules, you can start doing this, or you can break down what other people decide to do. But I'm just running that line along the geometry of that nose. Do you see? So that's like kind of what I do for my own personal style or whatever. And then when they turn their head, like that's always, and if she was to turn her head more this way, I would do the line on the other side.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it doesn't always live on one side. It's kind of like, oh, if her head's slightly this way, the line's going to be defined over here, that way.
And then vice versa.
So maybe just very lightly, very lightly do like a little triangle.
A little triangle. So kind of starting.
It'd be
kind of
like
here.
Yeah. That's
so
kind of like
kind of
triangle.
using the middle of the eyeballs.
The very Katamari Damacy triangle face nose right now.
Yes. Okay, so kind of like that. That's not too bad. And then we kind of had like a little pointy point down here.
You always want to make those points so pointy.
So pointy.
That's pretty good.
Wait, like me personally, like I just happen to be doing them very pointily.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Look, it's got angular features.
Yeah, she's very sharp.
She's very sharp.
She's got a sharp personality.
Sharp features, and then so little.
And then maybe
little
just a couple
swoopies
little
like
cutie
that.
nostrils. We're just gonna go real chill with them right now.
Okay.
I find like less is more like start out with less and then build on top, like when you're defining stuff.
And then you just did like a little.
Marisha, that's really great. It's a little Voldemort-y, but
Senpai knows
it's really
me.
great.
It's getting there, right? Okay, and then just like
Just light.
Okay.
And then maybe a couple, like a little side nostril definition, just like a little,
Like a little, like this, like a little
swoopy line.
like that.
Yes.
And then
Now erase all your top triangle and then
stuff.
see the magic that you just did.
okay.
Boom. Look at that face. You got a
God, I
face,
got a
dude.
face. Oh my god.
Look at that. Check it out. You drew that.
It is a little Voldemort-y. You're not wrong.
No, it's great.
She's a little pointy, but that's okay.
That's good. Everybody's nose is different.
Yeah.
And like you can fix that. You acknowledge if you want to acknowledge that and make a choice and
Go a
fix
little
that
bit
if you want.
wider.
That's up to you.
Like that. Is that?
Oh,
maybe Maybe I made it worse.
I see what you did. So you thought the side nostrils what was making it Voldemort-y, and those looked fine. This is like too low.
pointy.
So try to redo that left side.
Okay. So a little swoopy swoop here, and swoopy, and then.
Noses, like they can quickly become the Wicked Witch, or like, you know what I mean? Like you just gotta go subtle.
Right. Yeah.
That's perfect.
Kind of. Not too bad.
Not even kind of. That's great. That's great. So let's like do a signature bow nose ring in there, like right now.
Oh my god, yes!
Let's just throw it on. So I would do like this. Or we could do a
spin a
middle
little-
one. Do you always think she has a side one?
Oh, no, you can mix it up and
Let's
do it
do
like
a middle
little...
one because that'll be easier to draw anyway.
Yes.
So just give her a little bull
A little boring.
bull ring.
So, just like that? Is
Yeah.
that too much?
So like
Make it
you
too
think
big.
about how far. I mean that's a fashion thing. How you'd want it to like sit, you know.
Yeah,
so like
how deep in or
I would
whatever?
I would move it up if I was doing it, but that's also fine
Just a
too.
little- Yep.
Because you want to think like that rest of that circle's got to connect to the
Like
cartridge.
all the way up.
So that's kind of like what I'm thinking. Like it's
Oh, right. Oh, you just made like a circle.
Yeah.
Once again. But just, okay, so if she had like...
and if
it
you're
up
thinking about
here
stuff in
and
like
then-
shapes and volume, those answers kind of come if you just like think about it a
Think
little
about
like
it
critically.
For a second. Yeah.
Marisha,
Was that good?
look what you did.
Hey!
That's really cool. Oh my god. They grow up so fast, guys. Okay, so mouth.
Okay.
You kind of want a sassy one. You've already got like a sassy one going on right
Yeah,
now.
a little like...
So like doing a straight on one is kind of like, I feel like she doesn't even know how to do that. So I'll do the edges first and maybe like a quick line, like when my animation friend is having to do a bunch of expressions over, she would be like this and then like just a quick line. Or you kind of have that going on already, but if you want to redraw the guide, you know, like slanted, and then define the edges, because that's like these dips go in and they make a shadow, so like that's kind of what you see,
So you
the
start
darker.
with?
Yeah, so like start with that, and then they kind of go like this. Lips are kind of always different, but I just did a little weird. This is basically the hard version of what I'm drawing right now. But what is Beau, like, are those the lips you pictured, or does she have a fatter top lip? Like, you could start out with this middle line again.
Yeah, I never
And
imagined
then-
her having like a super pointed M.
You know, like,
Like
that's
imagine,
up to
yeah,
you. Like
a little bit.
a fat top one, maybe?
Yeah.
So,
okay.
And when
so
you're
you
designing
start
your own
with
character, those are things you can think of.
so starting with like this little smirk on the side,
Yeah.
and then on this side.
If she's
That's
like Polynesian,
kind
maybe it would be more that,
Yeah,
that
the
style
rounded top
too.
lip.
Moana-y.
Yes. So I'm kind of using
So
the.
yeah, you could.
Is this
So I
too
would
far in?
lower this side because it's not going to be the crookedness you want, maybe.
So kind of like
Yeah.
here. And then, okay, so then you kind of did the middle line first.
Yeah. So you want to just connect those for now, and then we can build on top of that. So let's see
Like
the
that.
inside. Yeah, and just for the not being the Joker's sake, like maybe just erase away that side just a little bit. A little bit more. Yeah. Okay. So there's your very, very kind of, she's half-ass smiling at you.
Basic. Okay.
And then maybe do this like lip bit. So I'm teaching how to do this one type of lip, but you guys can really go crazy because everybody has all kinds of different shapes and
lips.
stuff. And sometimes I'll do like, they have a little bit of an easy part. So like a little bit of, I can teach you this one maybe if you want to have a little
like,
open.
Slightly open mouth.
You know, like, or
That's
here,
hot.
or maybe she has that dip in the middle. This is very like, you're getting on the, I should just teach you a basic lip maybe, and you guys can break it down later. But if any of these like ring more true to Beau and your heart, let me know and we can do that one.
I kind of like this, like kind of like
Yeah.
rounder top lip.
Okay. So you try to attempt that. You kind of saw me do it.
She kind of had like an.
So just basic
More stretched
shape-wise, this is like kind of what you're gonna do. But you know, not as hard, just like kind of get an idea and then we can build on top of. Yeah. Yeah, man.
There we go, kind of.
And then that
Maybe a
bottom
little-
lip, like what I would do is just don't even connect it, like let it fade on those sides. Just do a little line at the bottom. Fucking beautiful. And like if you even look at Ariana's, like she's got a big shadow there.
Yeah, and then
which
it
is one
doesn't
of the
really
reasons
fully-
why there's a line there. So like
Right.
shadows and hard edges,
Hard edges.
like shadows translate into lines. You can think, oh, 20 minutes. Okay.
There you get 20.
Yeah.
I kind of thickened her lip out, but I don't know if that feels right.
Yeah, I would just like, I mean, it's up to you. Like, if you don't think it feels right, it's probably not right. So you try to figure out. Oh my God, no, Marisha, erase that side one.
No. No connection. Okay, hang on.
This is like a lot like the nose too. Like, you don't want to define it too much at the start.
Maybe I was right. Maybe I questioned myself.
You questioned yourself. You
I
just
felt
got to
like it
follow
was
your heart.
okay. Okay, hang on. So,
Just a little one. Just a little hint. That's all you need. Done. You're done. Stop. This is good. Okay.
that's cute.
Yeah,
Right?
just to start little, and then we can, like, if we ink this next time, maybe
Right.
we can make decisions. So let's do some hair, and then we'll do accessories, because that'll be kind of like the last thing. Some clothes and
oh my God, you guys.
You drew that, dude. Are you guys doing it at home? Does it look okay?
Pencil is mightier than the pumpkin.
Pumpkin. What?
I don't know.
Let's see.
Okay, cool.
Okay, hair.
Hair.
I like your drawing even better than mine. Okay. Beau's hair. So like, I'm gonna teach you a hairstyle, which if I was doing basics, I would probably just do hair down because that's easier, but Beau's is a little
Just
trickier.
huge.
So hair is also like shapes. If you think about it, this is like a circle, and this is like a weird bouffanty oval thing.
Right.
And then this
poofy.
is like a chunky triangle thing.
Right.
So straight on, I would do this like this and just let it fade. So like I would give her a little widow's peak in the middle.
Peak. So cute.
And this I would.
love widow's peaks.
It's so cool.
It's so cool.
I'm gonna pull this down. So like this one goes up because there's no loose pieces on that side. And then this will just wrap around the side of her head. And then the rest of that hair is up, right?
So it's like a little onion. Onion.
Oh my
on the
God,
top
what a
of her
great
head.
description. Yeah, and like all the lines are kind of coming up to this center bit, which is gonna be your hair tie.
Yeah.
And then like a circle, we'll just do this for now. We're gonna do basic shit. I'm trying not to go too far,
Too cray.
too cray, but my like natural instinct is to be like, boo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah. Okay, so you kind of started like almost halfway down her head. And keep like.
Yeah, so like give her a forehead. Yeah, you wanna
a forehead.
break that up. So like the face, just like real quick.
Yeah.
Eyeball, mouth, forehead. So like the eyeball's the center, and the mouth is maybe 1/4 in, and then the hair is maybe 1/4 in.
4th in. Okay. So almost if like we cut this area.
And
in
that's
half.
if you're like looking straight on. If you were to be if she was be looking up, you know, like those proportions would adjust.
Yeah.
You know. But what are you looking at?
I'm a balloon! I'm stuck in balloon world! It's amazing. Okay, so halfway through here, kind of
Yeah, you had it.
Okay,
You followed
not
your
too
gut.
bad,
You
not too
totally had it
bad.
in the right spot.
So,
I think-
okay.
You know, when you guys are drawing, try to follow your gut. I think you guys know. You should give yourselves more credit. What looks right? What does your gut tell you? Does that look wrong? Like, fix it. Does that look right? Like, keep going. Have a critical eye while you're working on these.
All these things. And then, like, round in the onion.
And like, feel
Round
free
the
to
onion.
like draw that like weird oval on top of her head,
Little
and then
poof.
fill it in with the lines later and stuff.
So,
That's great.
doing the Hershey kiss.
Hershey Kiss, the fat,
Fatty
oval onion.
Hershey kiss.
And then your bun is kind of sitting in the back of your head. So I just drew a half circle because half of it's probably, well, that one's sitting
Kind
right on
of.
top. So we're gonna
like
do
a
half. It's gonna be a little sloppier.
Just like a little little cherry on top.
Sure, yeah. And did that sound really genuine?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Great.
Well, it's
Okay.
perfect.
That was a little Nancy of me. Okay. Do a little chunky one falling out.
So you're gonna have like a little.
And this one's
right
good
here.
too. Copy this one. Mine is worse.
So she kind of has it like swoopy.
Yeah, and like
Swoopy
hair, you can
situation.
you can just literally draw what one hair is kind of sitting at, and then
Okay. Let me hang on.
have
Let me
a little confidence.
let me start over.
drag that line.
Ah! Don't look at me. Okay. Okay.
10 minutes to finish this drawing, Marisha. Need you to
Time.
pick it up.
We have time. Okay. And she's got, you know, like
That's great.
a little calic situation.
Sure, maybe smaller though.
It's a little not so calicky.
Yeah.
Not so.
Yeah, that's
She
good.
has been trouncing through the ocean. And then let's see. Yours kind of follows her.
Yeah, it's the hair's
Head.
gotta like, it's gonna sit on top of her face shape. So you gotta think like, okay, so it'll go here and then maybe out around there. You
Mine
know?
feels a little
No.
fat.
Yours
it's
is
a
a
little-
little. I think maybe
it's a
just
little
taper it at
anime-tastic.
the top, at the end.
Okay. So hang on. Hang on. Just hang on.
No,
Don't-
you got it. You
don't-
got it. You got it. You got it.
Don't quote me on this. Okay.
I really like this derpy bow I drew right here.
King. Okay, there we go. That's kind of like a thing. I think I lost her ear somewhere in here, but it's still there.
Yeah, so that's fine. There's casualties when drawing. It might peek through a little maybe, but also it's very possible that that bang could just like cover it up.
Just cover her ear.
Yeah. And then, so like you'll want to maybe connect your head to the top of your little bouffant there. So I'll just like straighten it out
give a
some.
little-
And then this space right here could even be like, that's your undercut.
An undercut. Okay. Oh.
I mean, it can be.
I see what you're doing, and
then-
I'm liking it.
Yeah, so like that's
Okay.
just fill that in with
Oh my God,
shading or
look.
something. Look at that very cool
She
bow.
has hair.
So like if you
Holy
keep practicing this,
shit.
like that drawing could get really tight and really good.
Yeah.
And then you can try, when you're feeling a little more confident on straight on, you can try the different angles.
So, and if I wanted to like play with her hairline, like kind of like that.
Yeah, totally.
And then this would kind of be like. Okay.
And maybe like erase this and erase the cross because we
So
kind of
now
don't
we
need them
it
anymore. And maybe the
Cool.
circle cheekbone situation, you can erase those away too.
Get out your cheekbone.
Ah, look at that.
Oh my God.
I'm so proud of you.
She's like a person.
She's a person. So maybe give her some earrings and her little, what do you call the brow thing?
her little eyebrow.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry, Chris. Oh, I inhaled a little spit there.
5, okay.
Okay, so, oh, you said erase this. Look at that.
There she is.
She's like a little princess.
Kinda.
Okay, so earrings.
Yeah, so
wait, you
you've
said-
got the reference right there. You got, well, you can move these over here since that's the ear we can see. We'll just go with it a little bit.
So let's see. She just kind of does like a little.
And then for some balance, maybe do the brow on the other side still too. And then you kind of got a bow.
Kind of have a bow.
But like that's, Marisha learned all that just sitting here for like an hour and while chit-chatting with me. So like, what did you guys draw? How did it turn out?
Let's see. So she's got little studs. Kind of, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
man.
I feel like.
Let's give her shoulders real quick.
Okay.
Do you want to attempt to do that?
Yeah. So
Why don't
I
you
feel like you kind of come up a little bit.
Guess, like put the dots down for where you think the shoulders would come out, and that'll give your brain a kind of a guide real quick. So just put little dots in.
So like,
Yes.
I have to vogue. First I vogue.
Whatever gets you there, guys. Whatever gets you there.
And then
Yeah. Yeah, that's
kind
great.
of.
And just connect her shoulders to the neck.
That's
Yeah,
a
dude.
little off. She's got broad shoulders.
No, that's great. I think you're doubting yourself
not
too
bad.
much. And here, I'll just.
It looks really good.
It
on
looks
the
super
monitor.
good. That's because it's like a little bit darker. So if we ink this, or if you want to tighten this up later.
Oh, look at that.
You did a bow.
I did a bow.
There she is.
Okay, and I feel like, is her bun too small?
I feel like her bun is too big.
You think maybe her bun is too big? Does she look too much like a poodle?
I think we need to erase that because that's sitting behind.
Sure, maybe that wasn't helping.
And
Maybe if I give her ribbon.
Yeah, draw the ribbon in. But I would
so
like where this sits, because you won't get to see this cuteness. Like it literally just be like a little
Just a little
sliver of a
thing.
circle, kind of, or a little sliver of a rectangle.
And I feel like it squishes her bun a bit. Kind of has this overlap.
Yeah.
And then, come here,
you
mechanical picture. Or mechanical pencil.
And maybe do some more like hairlines.
Yeah.
Okay, so the bun is pinching it, and you drew it along the edges like very perfectly. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm just gonna cut that off just like a little bit. So like,
Oh,
do you
look
see
at
what I'm
that.
saying? Like it
That
would,
looks so different.
it would be wrapped around.
Sure.
And then it'd be kind of behind it. So like the bow is actually doing this like behind it.
Right.
So you kind of just think about stuff in volume,
Yeah.
which you were kind
Stuff in
of doing, but
volume.
like in a really weird flat way. So I'm drawing and you're drawing a little bit, but we're just gonna fill that out and then darken up her eyebrows a little bit. Do a little shadow. Boom.
So good.
And then, ink that. You can try to ink it later or keep drawing it, keep practicing faces and push the eyebrows and the eyes and the mouth and stuff and see how it goes. Did you guys draw too? Did you try?
I want
I
to
hope you
see.
do. Send us pictures if you do. It'd be
I
really
know.
fun. Draw
Tweet
your
at
drawing
us.
first and then watch this video and then try to draw it again and see how it
Yeah.
goes.
Oh man. And then hang on. Now I'm feeling it. So you guys are just gonna have to wait a minute.
And Marisha, if you do
Hang
want to
on.
work on this later, send a picture out.
I will.
Now, if you fill in that top lip with a little shading, it'll look kind of defined. See
a
how
little-
this is a little darker? Just add a little
Yes.
shading, like lightly with your pencil.
So, and then it feels like it's darker at
the
the
top.
line and at the top.
We're two-dimensional, just the top lip is darker. Just fill that in. Faster. Yeah, more. Good, done. Get away from it. Okay. Sometimes you want to do this. And then since it's Beau, I would just
Just give her a little. Oh.
day-old makeup.
Oh, day-old makeup.
Right there.
Done and done.
This is another great thing about these mechanical pencils. You guys can just
Smudgy smudge.
smudge it up and add some definition or whatever. And maybe like push that ear back too. And then you can
So
go back in and cut that
cool.
with the pencil too. So like, I tried to pick one of these up for you, but if we do more of these, I'll have it next time. But we'll get into like cutting in with shadows. And
Wow.
getting like real fancy with it. Oh, I erased your lip away a little bit. There you go.
It's okay. Bring it back. We can bring our lip back.
That's it. So you guys,
God.
pencil's very forgiving and just play with it. And oh my God.
Look at it!
I know.
That's so good. Hey.
So drawing's
So-
magic. It's magic.
It is
And it's also
magic.
just rules you gotta learn. So just carve out, if you want to draw, carve out a little time like Marisha did tonight and go for
Practice. And this is where I started.
it. Oh my God.
So
Oh my God.
Beau was looking like a Shih Tzu in that one.
It's a ghost.
Yeah, she was
nose ring.
having with a nose ring. You love the commitment though.
I didn't
needing
even
to
get to
go.
use this. I feel so bad.
Oh, that's okay.
Maybe in the future though.
Maybe in the future we can
Maybe.
watch the sorceress at work. Well, man, I think that's a good stopping point.
Yeah, that's pretty
for
good.
today.
If we were to get into more, it would be a longer conversation. Right?
Yeah. And let me know if you guys would like that longer conversation.
Yeah, this
let
would
me
be
know
really
if you
fun.
enjoyed this. We're interested. I'm listening. Thank you all so much. Of course, thank you to
Oh my
Babs
gosh, thanks for
Tarr.
having me.
Follow her at Babs Draws on social media,
Yes.
both on Twitter and Instagram. And of course, thank you to Ariana Orner, who is at Ornerine. Ornerine, who did all of our official art for
So
this
good.
round.
So
of
good.
Critical Role. Yeah, she's great. Anyway, and thank you.
Yeah, thanks for
for
having me.
joining.
Yeah.
This was awesome. Definitely tweet me if you drew along. Tweet me the things that you
Yeah,
learned.
I wanna see
and
so
Babs.
bad.
We're super excited. You can always hashtag it. Hashtag everything is content.
If we got one person to try to draw their D&D character tonight,
I know.
or even Beau, like that would be very exciting. So.
Especially considering I hear so many people being like, oh, I see so many amazing fan art pieces and I
Yeah.
could never draw like them.
Everybody
And that's
started at this
level. Like, I couldn't either, but
Look
then...
what you learned in an hour.
Look at that.
Like a measly hour, Marisha.
It's so crazy.
You just got to put the pencil knives in.
Yeah, I love it. Anyway, thank you all
Thanks, guys.
so much. As always, we will see you tomorrow. Is it Thursday yet?
Is it Thursday yet?
Thank you all.
Bye.